Hello and welcome, each and every one of you. With you today is me, Daiga, multilinguistic international coach therapist from DCTcentre, and also a true speaker, healer, energy worker, guide, mentor, co-creator, and galactic ambassador from Pleiadians. And with me again is two lovely ladies. Morganne Rayne, spiritual consultant, gratefully providing access to high dimension of being. Morganne has been called healer of healers as a way to describe her unique spiritual tools she shares. Morgan is here to serve those who seek great understanding of their sacred spiritual self, have the deep desire to integrate that consciousness in their 3D world. And with us again is Jeannie Rayne, licensed psychotherapist in state of Washington, works primarily with early childhood trauma, sexual abuse, emotional neglect, helping clients empower themselves. Jeannie sees herself as lifetime student of growth. She continually takes classes to enhance her knowledge base. So, hello, 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 two lovely ladies. We had 1 week apart. How are you? Whew, how are you both?
I'm it's good.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Yeah. I got my garden growing out on my deck. I got pumpkins and lots of tomatoes and chives and onions, and I pulled all my garlic, so that's drying now. It's good.
That's
Life is
beautiful.
good. Yeah.
In England, we have weather how I never seen before, and there was one post from this Truthers community, and they've been saying that they feel that in England at the moment is manipulated weather, yeah, like by schizophrenic kids.
Mm,
Because really, it's unbelievable. In the north, up north, there is rain and flooding, and they are deep in water, yeah. In the south, we like on weather forecast is like today will be some showers or today will be some thunderstorms or whatever they putting out and very like no in their style, very frightening. Yeah, be
mm,
careful. There is thunderstorms coming. There is this one, this one, this one. And then end is like literally 2 or 5 minutes, most cases. 5 minutes of some kind of rain coming. That's it.
that's
And
it.
that's about it. And off it goes. And after that is just nothing.
Interesting.
Mm.
We could use some rain over here.
Yeah, our
We
East
should
Coast
do it
is
as
getting
well.
our East Coast is getting a lot of rain here. We haven't had rain all summer.
Mm-mm. No, the yards are brown.
Yeah, but it's been really nice. It hasn't been really hot. It's been in the 70s and 80s, but with no humidity. So
Yeah.
it's really great.
We
Yeah.
have humid. We have very huge humidity.
We have
Yeah,
humidity today, but it's not too bad. I watch what they did to the skies yesterday. It was pretty, it was. And then of course we had all night we had cloud cover, and this morning we have a little haze, but I can see there's blue skies. So we'll see. We just accept what is and be appreciative and move forward. Right? We can't. Um, it is what it is.
right. The East Coast and the South Southeast are getting a lot.
Yeah, my sister said in New Orleans it's ungodly hot,
Right.
just ungodly hot, and of course the humidity is.
Yeah, last night I turned on the Weather Channel, and it was everybody's in the hundreds in the South
Yep,
West. I mean Southeast.
yep.
It's
Yep.
over hundreds, and it's crazy.
I'm so grateful for air conditioning and fans. Uh-oh, did I go away?
No,
No,
Oh, my screen went blank.
you're still with us.
My screen is blank. So I'm not sure what happened. I might have to come back in because my screen is blank.
So just so you know, we still see you.
Okay, well, I cannot see anything. So I'm going to go out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay, while Morganne is going out and come back in, please don't forget like, share, and subscribe my YouTube video channel or Rumble channel. Please remember we're all taking in clients, so please our contact details is below the video in description. So please just contact us, and we are happy to help you and support you in your journeys. Yeah, so how you been those 2 weeks, Jeannie?
I'm doing really well. I have it's interesting because I have all this stuff. I was thinking about this the other day, yesterday. I have all this stuff going on, and normally it would like send me over the edge, and I'm just it's like I'm just getting through. Like I'm just handling it so well. Like I'm getting through it, but I'm not. It's not overwhelming me. Well, before it would completely overwhelm me, and I just feel like I'm really excited watching myself and how. So I'll just give you an example. I broke my ribs back in October, and I'm still dealing with the payments of that. My insurance company says they'll pay for it, and I call them, and they're like, "We're going to pay for it." And then the hospital is saying, "You need to pay this. You need to pay this," and they won't talk to each other. It's me that has to talk to them, and it's crazy making because I can't give what the other one wants, and they both want two separate things. One wants an itemized bill, and the other people are saying we can't give an itemized bill because we have too many people. We can't itemize everything. You just get one bill, and so it's kind of stuck in the middle. So then I get the debt collector calling me, and they're saying, we're calling you about this debt, and I said, I explained the situation. And I said, this is what's happening. And they said, okay, well, we'll call him. I said, great, super. So, that's just one example of what's in my life. And but it's just amazing how I'm handling it all.
Yep.
It's not worrying me at all.
Yep. Yep. I kind of, I think this is it feels like a great pressing happening. It's like, the things that are, and I speak from wisdom here, things that are really hard or things that are incomplete or whatever, they're coming forward right now. And really it's, and I'm like a lot like Jeannie. It's like, I had something happen that I won't talk about here, but Jeannie's well aware about what happened. Just don't want the audience to know all my business, but it was a really difficult, it was a difficult interaction. But the thing is, I breezed through that. It could have taken me down, and it has in the past, just taken my energy down, taking my spirit away. None of that. I healed what I needed to heal. And it's like, after I was done, I went, wow, I just like felt this huge spaciousness within me. And it's like this balance and this peacefulness. And I just don't have I just can't wrap around any angst or fear. And it's just not alive in me anymore, I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful that all the work I've done has allowed me to come to the place where even the things I might have dreaded, which was something that happened, that I can look at that with peace and love.
Yeah, so, and that's like my situation. I would have been so filled with fear that it would stop me in my tracks.
Yep.
And I don't have any.
And you know that fear is keeps us anchored to those lower, well, it is the lower frequency, right? But
Mhm.
fear just keeps us anchored there. And then when we're in that fear, our heads go off, and then we're starting to play with all the other lower frequency, like blame and shame and all of that. So I think that when we recognize that we're in fear, use it as a catapult to go in the upward direction rather than in the descension, right? Like, yeah, acknowledge the fear, but take that fear and move it up rather than move it down. And that's what I was able to do, and Jeannie was able to do. Because we're going to always be confronted by things. That's just the way it is here on planet Earth, right? I don't know how it is in other dimensions, but I know here on planet Earth, we're we're going to get confronted with all our fears, all of our whatever else is there. We're going to get confronted with it. I'm like, bring it on. Just go ahead. What else is there? Because I got to deal with the biggest boogeyman I got, and I did it. It's like, one of my neighbors, I was after I had like an energetic epiphany, right? And I felt so free and so inside myself. I was out watering my garden, and my neighbor's husband saw me, and he hollered over. He goes, "My God, Morganne, you look radiant. What are you doing?" And I turned to him. I go, "That's because I'm triumphant today." Because that's how I felt. I felt triumphant. And
That's amazing that he could see that.
oh yeah, well, that's the thing is, you glow when you're not. I mean, look at people. When people are in fear, you can see it on them, right?
Right.
When people are in shame, you can see it on them. People wear that energy is there, and being open and free and lit up like a Roman candle. I'm free to let that be expressed in the world, not by intention, just because it is what it is. We emit our frequency. So yeah, so that was a good confirm for me on that I'm in the right lane. I'm walking the good path. Yeah, so that was me this week, being triumphant. I thought that we could. We talked before the show that this is a powerful time energetically, and I thought there's a site I follow that I'm just going to share with you because they have it all written out beautifully. What's occurring? Because like tomorrow is the 1st of August. And I'm getting a lot of energy around that. I'm getting a lot of like something's about to pop. I can feel that. I don't know what it is, but I can feel that. So in looking over at some of the explanations about this time, so August 2nd, actually August 1st, really through the 8th, big, huge things happening. So on August 1st, some of this is geopolitical and political and energetic. So just bear with me. So on August 1st, that's tomorrow, there's an economic shift and debt release. I want you to wrap your head around that. An economic shift and a debt release. And this aligns prophetically with what they call the Jubilee and the declaration of returning the power back to the people. And if you go back to, if anyone follows anything that President Trump does, in his first inaugural address, when he was handed over from President Obama to Trump, if you go back and you look at that inaugural address, it's not like any other inaugural address. It if you notice, he's got like all of a sudden like military were behind him, and like this force is almost like a force field. And what he talked about, he goes, this isn't about transfer from one political party to another or one president to another. This is the transfer of power to we the people. Now, I think most people just kind of like glazed over what he said, but what he said was so profound because we, the people, haven't had power for a very long time, right? Where the government serves us, but at this point, things got shifted and turned so that the people serve the government. That has to completely change and go back to our sovereignty, to our to where the founders wanted this to be. So tomorrow is slated to be economic shift and debt release. So just wrap your head around what that would mean for you in your world if you had an economic shift and you had debt release. Jeannie, how would that feel? Like debt release.
I feel like I don't have any debt anyway, because it's just bureaucratic BS that is, because I'm
good job.
yeah,
Good job.
yeah.
Yeah. So how about you, Dega? How does that feel for tomorrow?
I don't know. I try to not get extremely excited because I've been waiting for this moment for last 5 years. Yeah, literally from 2020, I was waiting because that all movement, like fast movement and really waking up started for me at that time, like real waking up. I've been quite awake before, but not as much. But from 2020, I get in all these rabbit holes and watch a lot and listen a lot and so on. So, but I was at that moment, I was so excited. I was like little kid in candy shop, excited. Do you know we're going back to this and that? And I read all these huge statements about what is going back and how it's all the currencies will be go back and everything. And I was really, I was so excited. I was trying to tell everybody who wants and who don't want to listen to me.
Right.
More don't want to listen to me, yeah?
Yep.
And year go by, 2 years go by, now 5 years go by, and absolutely nothing's happening.
Well, actually, that's not true. There's a lot happening when you're changing over a system. There's a lot of infrastructure that needs to be changed. I follow financials, so I follow financials in the stock market, in the crypto market, in trading, and so I just follow what's going on in these markets, and I see so many changes happening. I see one financial arm, crypto, being wide open now, right? And so much energy. We got the Genius Act that just got passed, which is all about establishing crypto as an asset and can be used as assets. Like even if you were going to, like in the past, you couldn't, if you had investments in Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, you could not use those assets for like getting a loan, but now you'll be able to. They're looking at that as, that's a big shift right there. But there's other, I mean, I could go into it, but that's not why. I don't want to talk about all that today. But just to know that this is this is what's also lining up astrologically. This isn't just about what's happening in the news, right? This is all lining up energetically and astrologically. Okay.
No, no, I totally agreed that I probably tell a little bit, didn't say clear enough. It's ordinary people, 3D people, yeah,
Yeah.
can't see absolutely nothing, yeah. It's on the main TV, you won't see anything apart from chaos at the moment.
Right.
Fear-based chaos, and everywhere where you can, they're putting fear up, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do understand that it's all is going under covers, yeah. Same as this wars, what is going on. One thing is what is saying on TV, another thing completely different is what's actually in reality happening there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this time also, I do want to say this too. I mentioned it briefly. This aligns biblically too. And I love looking at things biblically because those things happen. You just have to be aware of what the prophecies are. So this time is also about what they call a debt jubilee. And that's been throughout time, they've had debt jubilees where all debts are forgiven. We're in alignment now for debt jubilee for all debts to be forgiven. And there's reasons why your debts can be forgiven because we were under a, a system that was not for us, right? It enslaved us. That's being released. So we'll be able to have, I just wanted to share that about the debt jubilee. Okay. August 2nd. So this is what on Saturday is a hidden eclipse. And it's going to be invisible to the United States. But this solar eclipse carries deep symbolic weight. Biblically, eclipses mark transfers of power, judgment on corrupt systems, and divine realignment. It's a veil moment. What's concealed in the natural is being reset in the spirit, a pause before the roar. So we can use that in our own life too when we're thinking about, even though we won't be able to see that eclipse over here in the US, we're still under the influence of it and the energy of it. And eclipses are, I mean, we've talked about eclipses before. They're very powerful in terms of what they, usually they bring things out of the shadows into the light. So again, we're being reset in a way. We as a spirit, we're being reset as people, as life forces down here. We're being reset. Everything's being reset. So that's your August 8th, the hidden eclipse. So then we'll go to August 8th. So all that energy between now and August 8th, when we arrive at the Lion's Gate, which, by the way, we're in that influence already. So you've probably been, most people like Jeannie and I, like some of these deepest things, like these fears are coming up. And so this is your opportunity to welcome it up, come on up and love yourself and love your way through it and bring your love frequency up so that you can release in love that thing that may have been holding you back or so anyway, August 8th, the Lion's Gate. So that's a cosmic alignment of Sirius, Orion, and Earth. Ancient cultures saw it as the entrance to divine wisdom and royal identity. Spiritually, it activates the Lion of Judah within, which is courage, clarity, and kingdom authority. So let's talk about this for a minute. Ancient cultures saw it as the entrance to divine wisdom and royal identity. So let's talk about that a little bit, right? The kingdom is within us. How many times I go back to Course in Miracles, like the kingdom is within us. We've been told that that's where God is within us. The kingdom is within us. If the kingdom is within us, then who are we that we carry the kingdom within us? So coming back to our sovereign identity, coming back to we are not slaves identity. We are sovereign. We are God's not only chosen, but we come from that source substance. We come from that God. So if the kingdom of heaven is within us, then I would ask you each to begin to question your identity with that knowing. When we participate in the outer world as slaves in fear and all that third dimensional, um, it's that sticky energy that drags us down. Then you can't experience the kingdom of heaven. But if you take time, that's what meditation and prayer is for, right? If you take the time to just come within, just direct your energy within, leave the world outside where it belongs, and move within, you can begin to contemplate your own sovereign, royal identity. And remember, we talk about when I was doing a lot of chakra work with everybody for a while. So we talk about the crown chakra, right? The crown, the crown. So the energy that comes out of the crown chakra that's right here, this is our royal connection. This is our divine connection to the source. So we want to keep all those chakras open. We want to keep our crown elevated. We want to, um, you know, sometimes I'll look at myself in the mirror and go, straighten up your crown, right? So it's like, okay, now I'm ready, right? Because my crown sometimes gets tilted, so I have to straighten it up. So what? So also the Lion's Gate. So what does a lion represent? Courage. It's like it's king of the jungle, right? It's again, there's that sovereignty, right? So courage is from the heart. And if we move from the heart, if we move from that courage and clarity and that kingdom, the kingdom is within, the kingdom authority. Build your world in that kingdom. What is your world like in that kingdom? Come from that kingdom authority. So that's what the Lion's Gate is really all about in this period of time. So begin to use it's activating right now. So use your imagination, go into meditation, whatever. So I'll just finish reading here some of the summary. We are not watching collapse. We are witnessing the release. So think about that in your own life. When you feel like you're collapsing, you're not collapsing. You're releasing. You're letting go what doesn't belong. The chains of the old world are breaking. The trumpet has sounded. The kingdom economy is awakening. So the kingdom economy is all that gold based, right? That all asset based, no longer debt based economy. So all of that is being shifted that there's lots of evidence for that in the world. So Alexander Quinn from the Ascension Channel writes about, he discusses the powerful energy period between July 26th, which was just a few days ago, and August 12th. So that's our big window, right? And it's the peak, of course, is on August the 8th, 8/8, which is we call the Lion's Portal, and it marks the galactic new year. It's characterized by heightened spiritual energies due to alignments between the Earth, the Sun in Leo, Sirius, and the Orion's belt. So the themes, and you may recognize, so be aware about these themes, okay? So you may be experiencing these. You'll have energetic upgrades and physical symptoms because the veils between the dimensions are really thin now, and it will lead to intense downloads of cosmic energy. So, light workers and sensitive people, beware, be on alert, and you may have already started getting those downloads. I know I am. So, just be aware that it probably will be a lot more intense. And that's been my experience, that it's been intense, but not um, intense, but beautiful. Intense, it's just like, it's like a bolt of lightning. It's like, wow, right? Um, so that's going on. So some of the symptoms you might experience, so be aware of these. And you can just go, well, this is because I'm getting energetic light loads or downloads. I like to call them energetic light loads. Um, you might experience dizziness, heart palpitations, racing thoughts, emotional purging, new aches, fatigue, vertigo, and a sense of being ungrounded as the body buffers these higher frequencies. So I invite you to all get grounded. just go get grounded, just go put your feet in the dirt or on the grass. Go get grounded. Just make it a part of what you're doing right now, because otherwise it's going to trip you up because the energies are so powerful right now. All right. The second theme is divine feminine and DNA activation. Okay, divine feminine and DNA activation. So Sirius, the spiritual sun, brings ultra light codes of divine feminine wisdom, triggering cellular soul remembrance. And that's just so beautiful. Activation of the heart as the new energetic root, emotional healing of the cosmic mother line, the abandoned child, and wounded root. Take a breath in. To me, that is like, basically that's what I got to work on this week, right? That is just so beautiful, so precious, that these divine feminine wisdom energies are now here so that we have the capacity to heal anything that was that trauma of abandonment, trauma of unalignment. It's a beautiful time. Healing the cosmic mother line. That's just, I just want to say something there, because the divine feminine has, and we can see this throughout, those people my age, they can see it. We had, like, in the 60s, we had the feminist movement, right? Where women were going after the jobs and they wanted to be on equal par with men in work, in a lot of different things, right? That is not divine feminine. That's 3D exerting, here I am, see me, but that's not the divine feminine. The divine feminine is something really different. And you can see how the push to be acknowledged as female, because we've lived in a patriarchal society for a long time, right? So that divine mother line got pushed aside, ignored, and now it's coming back online. So I go, yay. So the third theme is grids, templates, and earth alignments. I'll just go quickly through that. So the pyramids are coming back online. Humans becoming living temples, undergoing deep energetic renovation. And that's exactly what that felt like for me this week. I had a deep energetic renovation happen, so that my body, like my neighbor, could go, wow, you're radiant, right? What's because I was in alignment with that. I was my body temple exhibited that. It had no choice. That's all that I was filled with, that love and that light. So humans becoming living temples. I love that. And that will go back to coming back into that heart, into that the inner kingdom or queendom. If you're divine feminine, you want to call it a queendom, but that inner sovereign place. The next thing, the next one is ego death and inner child integration. I'm like, yes. So these energies push the ego to surrender, releasing illusions of control and fear. The inner child is given space to reintegrate and be seen. This can feel magical or turbulent, depending on the shadow work readiness. And again, this is exactly where I was this week, right? Working with the shadow work, working with but doing it consciously, not just letting suffering or trauma come up and overwhelm me, but to be conscious about, oh, look at this. This is coming forward. Okay. Get anchored in my heart and allow it to come forward. So I invite everyone else here. If you notice that these illusions of control and fear are coming forward, allow them to come, but do it consciously so that you're releasing it. The fifth one is timeline shifts, soul alignments. The portal opens the way for higher harmonic timelines, which great. Misaligned aspects in relationships, work, or habits will feel amplified. So look at your life. If you are misaligned in your relationships, your work, or your habits, they may become amplified, so that you put your focus on it to release it. And the sixth one is the portal is you. Light workers are not just receiving energies, they are the portal. This is a time to anchor new codes through embodiment, not just awareness. The seventh one is final push before the eclipse season. The Lion's Gate acts as a reset, prepping Earth for further clearing during the upcoming eclipse season. Sovereignty and authenticity will be non-negotiable themes moving forward. I love that. I love it. That just makes me so happy. And then in conclusion, the 8-8 Lionsgate is described as one of the most profound, yet serving as a galactic wake-up call to embody your soul, release illusions, and step into alignment with source. Expect powerful internal shifts, accelerated growth, and a confrontation with any lingering resistance, because this portal will not be ignored. And I'll take a breath on that. Big energies right now. Any thoughts?
No, thank you for sharing that with us. It's exciting.
I agree. I find it exciting as well, and I think that it's what gives me that that impetus to do that work, right? Because I know what's coming, right? And I
Right,
want to be ready for it. I don't want to be left with. I don't want to be in that lower density energy. No.
right, right, exactly. That's how I am.
I actually, from everything what you read, obviously it's straight away was hearing in me this, but best was portal is me because I am for long time already. I am feeling I am the portal for Creator Holy Spirit. Yeah, I am the portal, and even in my prayer, what I was making up in prayer group, this prayer as well is I am your portal. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's that's somehow very much find my field. It's me.
Yeah.
Well,
And what's beautiful about this is, you know, I think about trauma and the projection that people put on other people about who they are. You know, like they put on children, and they, you know, and it's almost brainwashing because, you know, if you're putting on children, they're buying it hook, line, and sinker. They don't have the ability to discern whether it's them or the other person. So they're taking on as it's them. And so what I love about this is the more this gets out, the more we also that all that stuff that was in the past is just a way of controlling, dumbing us down, you know, and we forget how truly powerful we are. Like they say that we're more powerful than we ever knew, and we have great abilities, but they don't preach it or teach it or anything. And so it's the time, like the lights coming through, and we're going to be able to wake up to really how powerful we are. Like Dave is saying, she's always felt, you know, for a while now, you know, that she is a portal. And I
yeah,
believe that we all are, you know, like,
yeah,
and that we, you know, the more that we align, you know, like, you know, who controls the wars in our country? It's government. And yet the
yep,
people don't want it, you know, and it's like when the individual person finds out that they're powerful, you know, that and collectively each one of us is powerful. You know, we could move mountains in how we want our lives to be, and we don't
yep,
have to be controlled or dummied down. We know who we are, so when people try to control us or put us down or manipulate us, we can see it, and we don't have to be controlled by it. So it's really beautiful, and I believe it is happening.
yep.
Yeah.
I at the moment completely zone out of I let's say I start reading something, yeah, some headline, something. It takes me seconds, and I know it's my level of understanding, or it's somewhere completely different, and that's not for me. This message is not for me. Yeah,
Yep.
I can go through Facebook or YouTube or something. I can go through many things, yeah, and don't pay any attention. And straight away there is something and it jumps out, and I know this is message for me. Yeah, and if I dose, I don't need even dosing anymore. I just know in me. I know that's message for me. That's okay. I have very good eye now for BS or bullshit.
You got a bullshit meter.
I have.
Yeah,
I really have.
yeah.
Straight away.
Yep. And I like to use that bullshit meter on myself to find out where I'm still full of shit. Right. And it's important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we got a few minutes. Should we do a little alignment here?
Most definitely, we need prepared for Lion's Gate.
And we'll see. My internet keeps kind of dropping, so I'll just keep going. Hopefully, it records. I don't know, but
So far, you see the glitches, but we haven't.
yeah, I keep seeing it. It just happened just a few minutes ago again. So let's just see. Let's just go forward, and it'll get out there in the cosmos if nothing else.
Okay.
All righty. Okay, beautiful beloveds. Let's begin by taking a beautiful breath together. Oh, feel it come in. Feel it go through your nose and your head and down into your lungs and down and deep into your diaphragm, and then just let it go. And as you let it go, let your body temple just relax. Let it go. Relax into your body. And you may want to take some more of those beautiful breaths where you just consciously breathe in that life force that is all around you. So let's do that again, one more time, of breathing in that beautiful life force that is infused with all of the awareness of what we've just talked about, all of the expansive energies, all of the beautiful coded downloads. All of that is all in the frequencies all around us. Let's breathe that in. Take a deep breath. Allow those energies to open and expand your head, your lungs, feed every cell of your body. And hold your breath there as that breath, that conscious breath, is igniting every cell of your body. And maybe visually see them pop, 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 see them light up. And on the out breath, relax. And then just find your beautiful natural breathing rhythm. But knowing with every breath that you take, you are breathing in, embodying, and integrating all of the frequencies that are happening right now. And so, as you have that awareness, I invite everyone to just move into your heart, that energetic space. And I invite you to take your finger and put it on your breastbone and kind of press in and feel a place where it begins to maybe be sore. This is your soul portal, and it usually is sore on most people. So I invite you to just go there and begin to massage that area right there. Just massage that area, and as you breathe. And Spirit's just asked me to have everybody do this so that you can prepare for the entrance of your true soul self into you to be integrated. Take a breath in, hold your breath, hold it, and hold that spot. And if it hurts, great, let it hurt. And then on the out breath, let your finger go and stop massaging. And throughout your day, throughout this period of time, energetically breathe in and massage that area so that your soul has easy entrance into you. So so this is going to be the equivalent of us doing basically soul retrievals, calling back our authenticity. So our soul is part of the great oversoul that God is. God is the soul of who we are. And within us, that God self, the the royalty, the kingship, the queenship, the sovereignty, the authority lives right there. Take a breath into your heart area, waking up that royal authority that you have, that sovereignty, and letting the energy of that begin to now program all your cells into remembering. Just take a breath in. Let all of your cells wake up to remembering who you are, so that not only is it just within you, it's not just some ethereal, energetic thing, it is your physicality too, your divine temple. We were brought into this beautiful temple of physicality for these experiences, and to shift this time, to bring this time back into the alignment of the truth of who we all are, as our world begins to let go of debt, as it begins to let go of slavery, as it lets go of trickery, as it lets go to the veils. We are now opening to the big window of opening of really who we are. And if you've been working with us, you already have a glimmer of who you are. You are the divine made flesh and manifest here in order to be the portal of consciousness for everyone. And if you're a light worker, if you are a healer, if you work with people, this is your divine appointment now to just simply be the portal of all that unconditional love energy, the light, the bliss, the joy, the goodness, the remembering of who we are. Take a beautiful breath in, anchor that in, and relax. It's not hard work. It's a joy to be the portal, to be the open, free giving space of love and light to everyone and everything. So just balance your breathing, bring that in. And then we're just going to do a quick, I want everyone to do a quick chakra check in. We'll start with that root chakra. Just affirm it is open, it is spinning. You are anchored to this beautiful planet Earth, and in her own ascension, you're anchored to that. And you're also bringing in frequency and transformational energies for Mother Gaia, but you're also receiving support. So that portal, that chakra, which is also a portal, is open. Affirm it. It is open. It is spinning. I am anchored. And then we'll move on up, and we're going to move up to right around your belly button area into that. And I'm being shown for everyone to visualize a beautiful color orange there right now. Just focus your energy on orange as you open up that sacred portal of creativity and birthing in new ideas. And affirm that that is open and free to fully express and create and be present in those creative energies. And then we're going to move on up to the solar plexus portal. Color is gold, yellow gold, that energy of that golden light coming into your solar plexus, which is the seat of our will. And so at this time, we're now marrying the divine will with our own will, accepting the divine will into our own will. And so we ask the Holy Spirit to guide us all the time in everything, is when we're marrying our will to the divine will. Take a breath in and ignite that, affirming that portal is open and I am connected to the divine will. And then we move on up to your heart chakra. And again, it is typically the color green, but this new frequency of beautiful pink light is also mixed in and swirling within that. And you may get one of those colors or the other. It doesn't matter. But in this energy of that beautiful heart frequency, where that heart is the most beautiful portal, where we are the intersection of the divine and the human, that heart portal, we keep that open. And so affirm, my heart is open. My energies are open. I am open for my own sovereignty. I am open to experience my own royalty. I am open. Take a breath in, anchor it in. And now we move up to the throat chakra, beautiful sky blue. Oh my God. And even touch your throat chakra. And if you can just do feel the frequency as you talk or tone, feel that frequency and affirm, my throat chakra is open. That portal that is your throat chakra allows all that love energy that is down into the heart chakra to come through your voice, come through your spoken word, come through that frequency, because what we are is frequency. And so get that throat chakra open and moving. So affirm, my throat chakra is open. That portal of speaking truth is open and clear. Beautiful. And now we're going to move up to the third eye chakra. It's right between your eyebrows, but right there in the middle of your head. But it also goes not only there, but it goes directly back to like the middle of your brain where the pineal gland is. So we're going to affirm that your third eye, your pineal gland, is clean, clear, open, and seeing the high dimensional, high frequencies. Take a breath in and open that up. If you feel it's closed, open it up with a big breath and affirm, it is open, it is spinning, it is clean, it is clear. I see the vision of God. I see God's truth. I see beyond the veils. Beautiful. And that color is indigo, like a midnight blue. So beautiful. And then we come to our beautiful crown chakra. And it typically is a violet color, but a lot of times now a beautiful kind of a rarefied gold white comes in and mixes with that violet. And so you may see both of those colors. Mine are mixed. So but just imagine you have a beautiful crown on your head. So take a moment, and what would your crown look like? Do you have a big, beautiful, high crown? Do you have a little crown? What's your crown look like? Do you have just a band? And if you just have a band, I invite you to energetically let that band just send out light shoots from it. If you have a big crown, I'm going to ask you to ignite that big crown and let the light shoots. This is your connection to source, to the divine. So keep your crown open. Keep that, and it helps to visualize a beautiful crown on your head. This also aligns with your own sovereignty and your royalty. And so just take a breath in. Adjust your crown however it needs to be for you. Know that portal is wide open for you. And so I'm also including all the other chakras that are below your feet and above the crown. All of those. And I know I've done many shows on all of those others, but this encompasses our physicality and our energetic portals or chakras. Everybody take one more beautiful breath in as we give thanks for the energies of this time that assist us to become and remember exactly who we are. May we all find that deep courage within our own hearts that this time gives us to remember, to awaken, and be the reflective mirrors out in the world of this possibility. And so, in love and light, and for us all gathering together to do this beautiful, deep work together, I am so grateful as together we bring in a beautiful age of beautiful times where we can look into one another's eyes with love and light and peace and joy, and know that everyone deserves this, but not only deserves this, they are this. And that we are simply the portals right now to bring it to the world. So in that, I charge everyone to go out and be big portals in your world. And so it is.
Thank you, Morganne.
Yeah. Whew.
That was beautiful.
Jeannie, do you have something to say?
Thank you. And for all those that are listening, love you guys.
Thank you, everybody who is listening. And I understand we won't be here for a couple weeks. So at the moment, we're going to summer holiday for a couple weeks.
I'm so excited.
We need little break over Lionsgate and everything. We do need little break as well.
Yep.
So we're going for little break and see you in 2 weeks.
It'll be the 21st.
Yep.
So
August 21st.
Yeah. I won't be back till that week. So the 21st is when we'll come back together.
So see you on 21st of August. Have a wonderful few weeks. Come back to this meditation. Go back to you won't be bored. All you need to do is just start watching all previous shows and you will get so much wisdom. We have so many shows for you to watch, so you won't be bored. Have a great few weeks and see you on 21st of August. God bless.
Bye, everybody.